A California congressman is calling global warming a, quote, total fraud. The most disturbing part of this, beyond the fact that this individual was elected to represent people, is the fact that he's actually a member of the House Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. And he did a town hall last week and he referred to global warming as a total fraud. I am, of course, talking about our California friend, Dana Rohrabacher. And he said, just so you'll know, global warming is a total fraud, and it's being designed because what you've got is you've got liberals who get elected at the local level, and they want state government to do the work and let them make the decisions. Then at the state level, they want the federal government to do it. And at the federal government, they want to create global government to control all of our lives. The crowd reportedly laughed and agreed with the completely incomprehensible explanation that he gave for why global warming is a total fraud. I'm most concerned about this, and I've said this many, many times, because I'm open to the idea that the period over which we can observe temperature is too small to really be able to make any long-term evaluation of specifically temperature patterns. But that's a completely separate thing, and it's often used as a distraction by individuals like Dana Rohrabacher who say, we don't even really have data to say for sure whether the Earth is warming or not long term. Well, okay, I'm open to that. But when you look at actual scientists who study this, overwhelmingly, they believe that the effects of humans on this planet are affecting climate in a way that goes beyond just the natural cycle, which is separate, right, Lewis, than just measuring temperature.
Right. Yeah. When there's like what, 98 something percent agreement in the scientific community that,
Right.
that this is what's happening, people like this are really dangerous because there's thousands of idiots out there who will just listen to this guy and assume because he's elected official that he's correct and buy into it. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, and the other thing is that the corporate media, both conservative corporate media and kind of, I guess, middle of the road or regular corporate media does this, which is even though there is overwhelming agreement among a vast majority of climate scientists on the effect that humans are having on Earth, you see these false balance segments done on corporate media where you have, on the one hand, you see, I know you guys can all see this, you have the split screen, you've got the host in the middle. To one side of the host, you have a scientist who believes that we do need to be aware of the way we're affecting climate long term. And on the other side, you have maybe one of the few scientists who disagrees with that, but more often it's like a think tank person or maybe even an elected official who is not a scientist. And you get the idea that there's real controversy. There's one person on each side on my TV screen, so it must be 50-50 in reality, and it's incredibly deceptive, Lewis.
Yeah, in reality, for the person opposing or the person calling it a fraud or the person opposing global warming, it really should just be a strand of their hair on the chair, not them.
Exactly right.